Roblox rant videos are bringing in millions and millions of views. And the crazy thing is that these channels were created only a few months ago and are already bringing in millions of views only using AI. So, in this video, I'll reveal the secret step-by-step blueprint these channels are using to create videos in this niche that are actually going viral. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal a secret tool you've never heard about that allow you to create videos like this in literally less than 5 minutes. Now, let's not waste any time and get straight into the first step: writing a viral script. This step is the most overlooked yet the most important step out of the entire process, and it can make your video go from a flop to millions of views if done correctly. To create a viral video, the first thing you're gonna need is a viral topic. If you've seen these videos before, you know that they're all about funny and relatable situations, like when you're waking up from an after-school nap, all sweaty and 1% battery on your phone. However, coming up with relatable topics like this can be hard if it's your first time running a faceless channel. So, to make things easy for you, I created a custom GPT model that has been designed specifically to create topics and scripts for this niche. I fed this GPT with a bunch of data from the most successful channels in the niche so that it's able to come up with topics and scripts all by itself. It works just like a normal ChatGPT chat and is super easy to use. All you gotta do is enter a prompt asking it to give you a list of 10 topics for your next video. As you can see, it's programmed to only give you trendy topics in the exact same style as the videos that have gone viral. I think this fourth one, about the emotional damage of remembering something embarrassing, is so relatable, so I'll go with that. Next, you want to enter a prompt saying something like, write a script for video idea number 4. Since the GPT model has analyzed tons of scripts, it'll automatically write it with the exact same pace and tone as the viral videos have. For example, it uses words like bro and even capitalizes words that need emphasis in the video. Next, you want to copy the entire script, paste it into a Google Doc, and make whatever changes it needs. After completing this first step, there are 2 paths you can take to finish the video. You can either do it the manual way or invest a little in a tool that makes the process 10 times easier. This tool does the heavy lifting for you, turning your script into a viral Roblox rant video in under 5 minutes. I'll show you both methods, and then it's up to you which one you want to go with. Let's start with the manual way. Since our script is already prepared, let's turn it into a voiceover. To do this, you'll need some kind of text-to-speech software. Personally, I use ElevenLabs since they have the voice used in all the viral videos. Once you're logged into ElevenLabs, go to the text-to-speech tool and select Adam as your voice. Then, copy the script from the Google Doc and paste it into this box in ElevenLabs. If you want to, you can play around with the settings to get different tones and emotions. I'll just leave it like it is for now and click on Generate.
Bro, it's 3 a.m. I'm just trying to sleep, minding my own business, when suddenly my brain's like, hey.
Once you've got a good result, just click the download button in the bottom right corner. Now let's move on to the next step. Film the gameplay footage. This step is super straightforward. Literally, all you gotta do is sit down and record your screen while you play Roblox for a few minutes. Since I already have my footage prepared, we'll move straight to the next step, which is crucial if you want your video to go viral: editing. Personally, I'll use Adobe Premiere Pro as my editing software, but you can definitely use CapCut or whatever one that works for you. Start by creating a new project and import the voiceover. Then drag it onto the timeline and cut out all of the silent parts to create a faster pace. Now, the following steps are very important if you want to get the same vibe as in the viral videos. The key is to constantly switch up the speed of the voice like this.
Slow it down.
Oh, and don't forget to add a vine.
I like to start by changing the entire voiceover speed to 120% and have that as my base speed.
Bro, it's 3 a.m. I'm just trying to sleep.
Now, import your gameplay footage and drag it to the timeline. Adjust the video position in the Properties tab so that your character stays centered on the screen. Next, you want to slow down the speed of the voice during the parts where you want to emphasize something. For example, I'll slow the last few words at the end of the hook to 80%, which will make it sound something like this.
When suddenly my brain's like,
Hey.
Once your voiceover sounds right, you want to add some captions. It's such a simple thing that helps a lot with retention. Position them in the center and increase the font size to around 66. Next, add some emojis to the captions to make them more expressive. If you've been on social media lately, you know exactly which emojis to use. My brain rot followers know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, that's it for the visuals. Now let's add some sound design. If you've watched any viral Roblox rant videos, you'll notice that every time there's a punchline or a funny moment, they use a sound effect to emphasize it. The most common one is the Vine Boom sound effect.
that's how dedicated.
I was.
You want to add it at points where a joke hits, something absurd happens, or you want to emphasize a reaction. So I'll go ahead and place Vine Boom sound effects at such points in my video. Just make sure to adjust the volume so they're not too loud. Finally, the last thing that will help you boost retention is background music. If you've seen these videos before, you'll recognize that there are a few specific songs that are almost always used, but finding these manually can be really difficult. If you want to access all of these assets I'm using, you can find them for completely free inside my community. In there, I drop all the secret sauce I can't fit into these videos, so you really don't have anything to lose from joining. Now, I got a song from there, which I'll just add underneath the voiceover. Just make sure you adjust the volume so that it's not too loud. I'll set it to around -10, and that's it. The video is done. Before exporting though, if you're like me and just want to skip all this editing and just use a tool that does most of the hard work for you, then the second method I'm about to cover will literally blow your mind. Here's how the video turned out before we move on to that.
Bro, it's 3 a.m. I'm just trying to sleep, minding my own business when suddenly my brain's like,
Hey,
remember that time you waved back at someone who wasn't waving at you?
This second path is honestly the easiest and fastest way to create Roblox rant videos. You don't need to spend time on finding footage or generating the perfect voiceover in 11 Labs. Even the editing is fully automated, so it literally takes no more than a few minutes to create a full video. This tool I'm talking about is called VSub, and it's not just for Roblox rants. There are also templates for fake chat videos, ranking videos, and pretty much every viral faceless niche out there. Since we're creating Roblox rant videos for now, you want to click on the Roblox rant video template and import your script. The voiceover is set to Atom by default, so you don't have to spend any time adjusting it in an editing software like we did earlier. One of the best features is that it automatically splits your script into sentences, letting you apply different settings to each one. Now click on Create Video and wait a few seconds for it to generate. Once it's done, you can customize the captions however you want. Change the font, capitalization, text color, and more. You also have a built-in AI feature that adds relevant emojis to the captions, so you don't have to do any of that manually. But if you don't like a specific emoji, just click the X icon next to it to delete it. To add a new emoji, click the emoji icon next to that word and add whichever one you like. So let's go ahead and add a few more emojis. They also let you change the voice to a normal pitch or a low pitch for any word in your script. All you gotta do is click the word and the voice changer will appear. Let's try and change the pitch of the voice for specific parts of the video and click Apply the Voice Changer. Adding sound effects is just as easy. Click on a word, go to Sound Effects, and select one from the list. As you can see, they have Vine Boom and all the other viral sound effects. Now you just want to go ahead and add a couple of sound effects throughout the video. If you don't like the Roblox footage used in the video, you can upload your own by switching to the Video tab and clicking on Upload Video. A strategy many creators use to improve retention is overlaying funny images, GIFs, or videos on top of the gameplay. It adds visual storytelling and makes it fun to watch. You can easily do this by clicking the Add Hook button next to a sentence and then upload your visual. Once everything is ready, click the Download button at the top and select 60 frames per second for maximum quality. Then the only thing left to do is to download the final video.
Bro,
it's 3 a.m.
I'm just trying to sleep, minding my own business when suddenly my brain's like, hey, remember that time you waved back at someone?
Who wasn't waving at you?
As you can see, the video turned out just as good as the one created with the manual method, but took literally less than 5 minutes to create. The key to going viral in a niche like this is to post as much as possible, preferably multiple times per day, which is really hard if you're creating the videos manually. And if you don't do it yourself, you'll have to spend hundreds of dollars on freelancers to do it. So if you want to take this seriously, using a tool like VSub is going to save you hours of work per day and make the video creation process 10 times easier. The thing is that niches like this don't come around too often, and if you want to take action on it, you need to be quick. So if you want to get started right now after watching this video, I'll leave a link to VSub in the description. By the way, inside my free community, I share all the stuff I can't fit into these videos. In there, I show you how to leverage AI strategies like this and share some secret untapped AI tools, assets, tutorials, and a bunch of other stuff. As you probably know, AI is at an all-time high in popularity, so investing some time into learning it could honestly change your life. There's a link to join the community in the description below.
Alright, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM and SMM are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says you from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here. And this should be already fine. 2014, 2017. Yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm. And Now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.